Hello, and welcome to another B&T unboxing video. Today we're going to go over why B&T unboxing. I realized this probably should have been the first video, but I kind of just jumped in and started making the unboxing videos kind of just to see if I wanted to, and I enjoyed it and I kept doing it, and I never actually made a video saying why. So you start out, this is part of my collection. It's about 10 other games that aren't displayed here, and really what it's about is just getting the complete game. And I know the complete game is different for different people, but for me it's really just the game, the box, and the manual. The original, all original, no reproductions. I'm not looking for the best of the best, and I really don't want the worst of the worst, but, you know, Eat the Cat here, I mean, it has some wear on it, but it's all here. It has all the pieces. It has the manual, the game, and the box. It doesn't have the poster. I like getting the poster, but that's not really the criteria that I'm going for. The poster kind of varies depending on when the game was released, the cycle of the game. You know, the same game might have a different poster depending on what's coming out soon. If it was bought when it first came out, or when it was bought right before they stopped making the game entirely. So the poster is a bonus, but it's not what I look for. I understand some people don't consider it complete if it doesn't have all those pieces, and I understand that. This is simpler for me to actually achieve. There are a few exceptions on that, like Final Fantasy games. I have to have the poster. If it came with the map, which is a poster size. If it came with a map, if it came with some other item, Killer Instincts came with the CD, the killer tracks, so that was part of it, so I made sure I got that. I don't think it's in the view, but the big box Mario Paint comes with the mouse and mouse pad. That's also, you know, that's kind of required. So that's kind of where I go. I'll show you the map on this one. So this one has the map. This one actually came with a Final Fantasy 3 poster, so that kind of it's one of those things that was a must. Here we go, the little poster, and it is advertisement, but it's advertisement for Final Fantasy. So that for me to be happy with this set. The manual's a little rough, but it's a good price, so I can't complain on that. What I'm looking for when I collect a game is those are the main three pieces. But the why is kind of like a historical document of, well, here's what this box looked like, you know, originally. You know, this is it. It's not reproduction. You know, in 20 years, none of this stuff is probably going to be relatively available. So I thought, let me make something that shows, here's what Final Fantasy 3 for Super Nintendo looked like. It came with these pieces. You know, it might not be the best representation of it, but here's what it had. So that's these two. Let's see, what else? That is the why of B&T, is to create almost like a little time capsule. And I know people have better sets and better videos, but I want to throw my stuff into the ring. And then this right here, this bookshelf cabinet, what do you want to call it? I made it myself. It's designed specifically for Super Nintendo games. The spacing up top is big enough for the first gen and the second gen console. I'm currently playing it, so it's not over in the slot. Accidentally, there's enough room to actually fit a Nintendo game. I only have one. I only got DuckTales, but there's room for probably 3 or 4 more to sit in the middle of the two systems. And then I have 2 shelves. Now, the wood is 12 inches deep, which is deeper than a Super Nintendo game is long. I believe these are about 7 to 8 inches long. They're not 10, 12 inches. So they're a lot shorter. So what I had to do is actually built a little cleat that goes in the back. So all these games, you can push them, and they all, for the most part, they're flush with the unit. They're not overhanging or they're not pushed too far back. Everything can quickly be lined up. And then at the bottom I have my little, I don't know if it's captured, you can see my accessory box. Got my screwdriver, my cleaning card, my breakout cable for my capture card. So all that stuff goes in this little box right here I keep at the bottom. And off to the side, I'm sure you can see these, are the Nintendo Power and Player's Guide books. It was a little add-on I put on probably a year ago to hold some magazines. I started collecting some Player's Guides and some Nintendo Power. I'm sure a lot of people are in the same situation. I had probably 5-6 years of Nintendo Power from December 92 until I think 97. And when I moved after high school, I threw them all away. So I only got 5. Yeah, I got 5 of them. So that's where my collection of those has ended at the moment. But these are my box games, and this is why I'm doing these unboxings to show what you get, what's there, and not so much. Maybe not even for people who grew up with this stuff, maybe for people who've never heard of it and come across and want to know what does original, and here's a good one, what does original Pinocchio have? This one was actually a new game that I did an unboxing of, so check that one out, but this has everything. This one has all the pieces that originally were in it, because it was brand new, and it's in really good shape, and now that history is recorded. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed finding out why I do this, please hit subscribe. Please give me a thumbs up. And come back and see some more unboxing of Super Nintendo games. Thank you. Bye-bye.